Hi, thanks for watching this video. Today we're going to have a look at my collection of Camp Cretaceous figures. I started buying these a couple of years back now, but it's been quite hard to get the whole lot because they've made them quite limited, unfortunately. And to make matters even worse, they've gone and made duplicates. So if you want the extra dinosaurs or accessories, you do have to buy these duplicates, unfortunately. I'll just give you a quick scan around so you can see what we've got. Starting from the top, we've got Yaz in blue. There's Darius with the young brachiosaurus, and underneath him there's another Darius, exactly the same, but he's with a Gallimimus and a baby Bumpy. There's Sammy down there, she comes with a couple of compies and a velociraptor. And over here we've got one of the Kenjis, he comes with a Scorpius Rex and a Darius. It's quite a good little set. There's another young brachiosaurus down there, it's a single pack one, bit like the one that come with Darius, just different colour. And just over here we've got the other Kenji, he comes with a Monolophosaurus and a scooter. Almost the same as Brooklyn, she's got a Monolophosaurus and a scooter as well. Basically the same dinosaur again, but different colour. And just down here we've got Ben and Bumpy. Ben's got his battle-ready look, he's got a spear and shield. As you may know in the series, he's go missing for a bit and then comes back like this. There isn't actually a normal version of Ben available, just this one. This was the last one I got, one of the hardest ones to find, Ben and Bumpy. And you might have already noticed some of these are in slightly different packaging, because I had to track these down and buy these from different countries. So you will have to do a bit of looking around to find these, but Ben definitely was the hardest one to get. They've made other duplicates, but I don't know why they didn't make another one of Ben, one kind of normal and one with his rough forest look. But I definitely would look around before buying these, because some people are charging absolutely silly prices for these. Let's just have a look on the back of Ben. There he is. They do come with them scan codes if you've got that app. But we are ready to open all of these today and have a good look, so if you do get the opportunity to get any of these, or if you want to know what you'd prefer, you can check out the quality of these here with me today. And for our first one, we're going to open up the Scorpius Rex Danger Pack. This comes with Kenji and the Darius. And if you are out there looking for these online, that is best to type in Scorpius Rex Danger Pack, because if you are just looking for the actual figure, which probably most of you are, if you just type in Kenji, that won't come up, so it's best to type in exactly what's on the box. And like I said, they all come with that scan code. If you haven't got the app yet, get it from the App Store, scan that down there, add them to your collections and learn a bit about them. I haven't had the chance to scan any of these yet, because I haven't opened them up, but we're about to open our first one. This is Kenji and the Scorpius Rex, the Danger Pack. Let's just get this one out first. And we do actually have another Camp Cretaceous Scorpius Rex. That is the Slash and Battle Pack. That's at the back there. And that one is a little bit bigger, I think. The Danger Pack one at the front is a little bit smaller. As you can see, they're both slightly different colours, but I don't think neither are better. This one that come with Kenji look like it's got more arm joints. And this Slash and Battle one look like it's got some sound effects and some mechanical movement. We'll just have a look at that first. Right, this is the Slash and Battle Scorpius Rex. That's got two buttons on the back, one at the bottom that activate the arm movements and the sound effects, and the top one, that's for the mouth to open and the other sound effect. Sound like it's got a few different effects in there, and I do like how they're giving both of these that kind of sleek, wet look. That just adds to that fearsomeness. These hybrids are dinosaur DNA mixed with scorpion fish. Yeah, it's quite a rugged action, that feel quite tough. That's a good bit of mechanics in there for them arms to move separately. But that is the Slash and Battle Scorpius Rex. Let's have a look at the other one that come with Kenji, the Danger Pack. There's a really fearsome mouth. They focus more on the detail on this one. On the other one, they focus more on the mechanics and the electronic sounds. As this one's got manual moving arms that can move at the elbow as well. It's a little bit more posable there. They've got them raptor claws there. Both of them got pretty much similar feet. And on both these models, obviously, the tails move. This one's got more like a ball joint, where the other one's got more of a hinge that moves side to side. But you can't be disappointed with either of these, really. They've both got that signature fearsome look they've got in the series and in the film. They are both, as you'd expect from the Jurassic Park franchise stuff, good quality. Let's move on to Kenji. Let's have a look at him, the figure. This is a typical uniform right from the start. It's blue top and tan shorts. And these are the traditional good quality action figures, all movable arms and legs. But yeah, that is a typical Kenji look. He is seen with a couple of different items at clothing sometimes, but they could have made the duplicate one a little bit different, but for some reason they didn't, which is a shame because you'll end up with two figures exactly the same, which is a little bit annoying, but that's what you got to do if you want the other bits. But let's have a look at the gyrosphere, stick him in, see how it works. Little controllers on the side that you can grab. His hands can move, luckily they're a little bit rubbery, purposely bendable so they didn't feel like they're going to snap at all. There you go. There he is, Kenji, in the gyrosphere. That little chair can swing like you just saw, so it look a bit loose, so could be good. Let's close that up and give it a go. There you go, that's not bad. That actually worked quite well, straight away. Nodding around in there. Oops. There you go, that is the Scorpius Rex Danger Pack with Kenji. And let's move on to the other Kenji. This is the duplicate one with the Monolophosaurus and the scooter. Let's have a look on the back. There's the scan code up there. I assume that's on the dinosaur. Haven't seen it yet. Let's just get this open. We'll have a look at the dinosaur first, the Monolophosaurus. There we go. Yeah, there's two of these. So the other one come with Brooklyn. They're both the same but different colour. There's that scan code. They're quite small dinosaurs. They've got quite a few moving parts. Quite like that. And I've just stuck Kenji on his scooter just so you can see what it's like. Kenji was a bit of a rich kid. He probably would have had all the latest gadgets and stuff his His dad was president of Manticore. He had a bit of a weird relationship with his dad, but his dad got arrested at some point. But Kenji and his dad just never got on. And this little scooter's got a wide wheel at the back. I assume that can stand up. Let's see if that can go. I didn't think that could, but anyway, standing back there. Let's move on to Darius. Got 2 Darius figures next. Darius and Gallimimus, and Darius and Brachiosaurus. Have a quick look at the Gallimimus. Comes with a baby Bumpy. This is the Brachiosaurus one. He's got binoculars and a raptor vocal resonator. Let's have a look on the back. There's that scan code. There's that resonator. Dino nerd, knows his stuff. Let's have a look on the back of this one. There's baby Bumpy there. We'd have thought that would come with Ben, but that doesn't. There's that scan code. That'd be for the Gallimimus, I reckon. But let's have a look at the young Brachiosaurus first. I do like how they've made the recent young dinosaurs, or baby dinosaurs, actually look like they're young, instead of making dinosaurs just on a smaller scale. That is a nice little face. I do like how they've done that juvenile look. There's a scan code. I haven't seen a young one on the app yet. And there's 2 of these as well. And the other one's in a separate pack, just a different colour. And here is Darius with the vocal resonator and binoculars. You can see the moulding on these are really, really good. All the creases in the clothes are brilliant, even hiding the hinge in the arm. I don't know if them stripes in the arms are decals or paint, but everything is absolutely perfect. He is as he exactly was in Series 1, Episode 1 with his yellow coat and blue jeans. But there he is. That is Darius. Just put him there. And let's move on to the other Darius. This is the Darius and the Gallimimus. Let's get the dinosaur out first. He can't wait to get out. Here he is. That's the Gallimimus. Everyone know these right from Jurassic Park, the film, #1. That's a shame they ain't done a couple of these, because they're normally seen in the pack. There's that scan code. They've always got that circle on as well. Got them big feet there. Love the colour of this though. I don't think they've exaggerated much. This is quite a natural dinosaur. There's that little face there. This is quite a correct dinosaur. You can see they're almost like birds. I am actually really impressed so far. Everything is really good. Here's baby Bumpy. Now it does look like they've gone to quite a bit of effort to make these little things. Nicely painted and tucked inside that little shell. Let's just have a closer look. There it is. It's strange about these. You think this would come with Ben, because Ben's the one who found it, but that is the accessory for Darius and the Gallimimus. Let's put that there. Let's just move on to that other Brachiosaurus, the young Brachiosaurus. Same as the one with the first Darius, just different colour. And on the back you can see there is a little series of these young ones you can get. This is the only one I got so far. And also this was one of the ones I had to find online from another country. So depending on where you are, you might not be able to locate all these locally. So just have a look around online. They definitely have made this Camp Cretaceous series a difficult one to collect, because they have made certain ones available in certain countries only for some reason. But anyway, here are the 2 young Brachiosaurus. Let's just compare them both. And actually, the tails, they look like they're slightly different shape, but everything else look the same. Paint them in the same way, just different colours. Just put that one there and have a look at this one. This is the one that came on its own in a single pack. And both of their mouths open at the lower jaw like most of the others. And as you've probably noticed, that hinge there, the neck move up and down on both of these. All 4 feet move as well. That's all you really need for one of these. And there you go, the young Brachiosaurus. That is a really nice looking little thing. And the other one that came with Darius is exactly the same, so we'll just move on to Brooklyn and the Monolophosaurus pack. All these dinosaurs and accessories, they all seem quite randomly packed to me. I don't know why you get a Monolophosaurus, but you just do. I actually think you see more of these in Chaos Theory than you do in the first lot, where everyone's running around riot and dinosaurs are being sold off. Just put them both together. You can see they're exactly the same moulds, just different colour again. Anyway, these Monolophosaurus, they were cloned by InGen for Jurassic World. And then when the park shut down, they were just left to roam and then somehow ended up here on Camp Cretaceous. And they decided just to put one with Kenji and one with Brooklyn. And the only difference, this light brown one's got painted feet, but let's just have a closer look. In some of these, the hinges on the jaws are so hidden you didn't think the jaw would move at all, but they do. Nice set of teeth. It's quite impressive how they've done that tiny little eye as well. And like Kenji's one, it is just about almost fully posable. That is the Monolophosaurus that come with Brooklyn. But let's have a look at the figure. She's got the typical Brooklyn look from episode 1, pink top, ripped jeans. And like Kenji, comes with a scooter. I do like the effects of the clothes on these figures. They kind of made the clothes crease at the elbow so it hides that elbow joint. Makes it look a bit more tidier. Quite a clever thing to do. But let's have another close-up. One way these are different to normal Jurassic World figures, Jurassic Park figures. These are actually based on kind of cartoon CGI characters. So they will look a bit kind of cartoony, but the detail is brilliant. Nice hair. Shame about all the writing on the back, but... And yeah, same scooter as Kenji's. Didn't think it's got to stand up. They can stand up, but I can't really remember much about the scooters in the series, but I'll have to watch it again. But putting stuff like this in, that does actually humanise them, make them look like they've got a normal life as well. Next up, we've got Yaz and Velociraptor Blue. We know Blue from Jurassic World. A couple of compies as well. There's a couple of compies that came with Sammy as well. We'll have a look at them in a minute. They seem to cling to everything. And her personal accessory is a compass. And the scan code up there as usual. We'll probably see that on the bottom of Blue. But let's just get this opened up. We'll have a look at Blue first, I think. There he is, classic Blue. You might have already had Blue before in other sets, but this is a really nice model. You can see them tiny little teeth, proper little raptor. Really nice painted blue stripe and white outline. Proper Blue. There's the scan code for Blue. And that circle of authenticity. You can tell these are Jurassic Park franchise models. They are quality. You can tell by looking at them. They have got their own style. That is really nice. There you go. Stand like that. Let's have a look at Yaz, or Yasmina. You can tell that's her straight away. She's got the clothes from Series 1, Episode 1 onwards. This was another one that took quite a while to get it to the UK from America. I think it was only Darius and one of the Kenjis that I was able to find locally. I do like the pastel colours on this figure. All of these have got something nice about them. I like that bit of fine detail on the shoes, the laces. And I almost forgot the personal accessory, the compass. All their hands are quite small, but that's a good thing they're made out of some sort of material that can bend a bit, so they can actually hold things. And we got our two compies as well. They are both the same. Feel a bit rubbery, so they can bend and latch onto things. If you've ever had the Jurassic Park minis, they're a little bit like that. Kind of one-piece moulded, a little bit flexible. But these compies are in correct scale to the figures, obviously. But I'm not sure if they're going to stand up. They feel a bit flexible. But, yep, that one does. There you go. There's two. We've got to quickly move on to Sammy. She's got a couple more compies as well. These ones are a little bit different. Or one of them is, you can see. Grabbing onto her hand there. Kind of in a biting position. Let's have a look on the back. She come with a Velociraptor. There's the two compies. They do look a bit different there. Scan code as well. That'll be just for the Raptor, I think. There's a lot of information and some games on that app, so it's definitely worth getting it. And it's free, so might as well. I think this is exactly the same mould as they used for Blue. Just painted a little bit differently. There are quite a few Raptors in Jurassic World and Camp Cretaceous, so I'm not sure what this one is. But there's the scan code. And that circle seal of quality. All the Jurassic Park Raptors are good. They're all nicely made. Just enough moving parts. All what you'd ever need. And that jaw move as well, obviously. They're painted at white, so they haven't tried to hide it on this one. They made Blue's jaw basically the same colour as his body, but this one's just a little bit different. That's nice. Nice eye detail as well. There you go, that is Sammy's Raptor. Balance you there. Let's have a look at the rest of the stuff. Let's have a look at Sammy first. Sammy secretly signed up to Camp Cretaceous after her family was blackmailed by Langford from Manticore. Something to do with money in her ranch, but they wanted her to steal samples from Jurassic World. But she just ended up on the team. And they got her likeness pretty much correct there. But like I say, they are based on kind of cartoon CGI type characters. But saying that, they wouldn't look out of place with any of the other Jurassic Park or Jurassic World figures. They are all kind of the same size, or same scale rather. And it looks like she's got a movable waist. I didn't notice that on any of the others. And she's got the blue jeans and the cowgirl boots, but she is from Texas. Like I said, her family owned a ranch. And that ranch actually supplied Jurassic World with meat as well. And here's them compies. This is the only one that's different. It's got kind of a munch and attack position. That one's the same as the ones that come with Yaz. We've got to try and stand these up or sit him up. There we go. And our last figure of the day is Ben and Bumpy. Ben's looking rough and ready. He's got his jungle warfare look. I think he's seen too many action movies. And this is the only version they've made available of Ben. They haven't got a normally dressed one. They made duplicates of some of the others, but I guess they just thought this was a significant part of the series where Ben goes missing. And they wanted to highlight that here. So yeah, this is Bumpy and Ben when he gets rediscovered looking like Lord of the Jungle with a 1,000-yard stare. And there he is with all his gear, and that scan code, that'll be for Bumpy. But that is a good look for Ben. I have been lost in the woods a couple of times myself actually, but I didn't really think about tying anything around my head straight away, but I'll definitely remember it for next time though. This was the one everyone was charging silly prices for, I don't know why, but it was getting harder and harder to find, so I had to get it in the end just to complete the set. But anyway, here's Bumpy, the dinosaur everyone loved, everyone took to Bumpy. And there's a scan code, that'll be an interesting one to see. Nice little face, and movable head, and obviously movable legs as well. And that tail, she's an Monolophosaurus, so that little tail must be able to move. Let's have a look. Yep, it's on a little hinge from side to side. I like how they made the little spokes come through the armour. I do like that turquoise, that's a strange colour for a dinosaur, but that does suit a young one. But there we go, that's Bumpy. Now let's have a look at Ben. And this resembles Ben from Season 2, like I said, when they find him all King of the Jungle. And he's got that moving waist as well. We saw that on Sammy, but we didn't try that out. Let's have a look. Not all of them look like they've got a movable waist for some reason. Just a couple of them. Well, at least Ben and Sammy do. But anyway, back on Ben, they do look like they've beefed him up a bit as well. I think he's a bit more of a slim built character in the series. But I like what they've done, that's a good effect, that worked well. Look like he's gone through the walls. That is a really good figure, but that will be a hard one to use because if you've got a regular Camp Cretaceous setup scene, that will be kind of limiting his use really with all this stuff. You can't really use him as an everyday Ben, but he is a good figure as you can see, and some nice accessories. But let's get him fitted up. And here he is, Primal Ben. And like I say, this was the hardest one for me to find and the most expensive one as well. You can occasionally find them online still, but not at really justifiable prices. I do think that's awful the way people make money out of toys like this. I think everyone should have the same opportunity. But there we go, that's a whole lot, and I'll just give you one last look around. And there we go, that is my collection of Camp Cretaceous figures. If you've got any of these at home, I hope you enjoy them. If you're still looking to buy them, I hope you find them soon. I do have some Chaos Fear reaction figure packs as well, and there's Ben in normal clothing too, so keep an eye out for a video on those. I really hope you liked this video. Thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe because you'll be notified of any future videos. But until then, thanks again, and I'll see you next time.